So welcome to this basic series of lessons on the song Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd. So this is going to cover essentially the basics of what you'll need to know to simply play the song. I haven't decided how far I will take this, if I'm going to do a full fingerstyle version or just leave it at the basic melody or basic guitar parts and chords. I may or may not do a solo as well. We'll see. Also, I'm not sure how many parts this will be broken up into. I guess it depends how long I want each part to be. So let's begin with the introduction, which is basically 3 different chords. We start with the E chord, and this E's got 3s on the high E and B string, the 5th and 6th string. And we're going to leave those fingers here for the majority of or for the entire intro, really. So we have the E, which is open, 2-2, open, and then we have the 3-3 on the B and E strings. The next chord is a G. So it's 3-2, open, open, 3-3. Next, we have another E. And then we're going to do an A with the 3s as well at the bottom. So it's closed, open, 2-2, 3-3. And so lesson 1 just takes you through switching from one of these shapes to another in the progression that the song takes you through it. So we have E, G, E, So quickly moving on to lesson 2, we'll look at the progression used in the verses. So here we're going to introduce a lot more chords that have been introduced in other videos, so I'll quickly go through this as well. So we start with the with the C chord here, move to the D, A, G. And so one thing that I do when I play this song is I remove that 3 on the B so that it's open rather than a D on the B. Even though in the intro I like to use 3s, I like to remove that for the verse. I feel like it gives a more somber feel to the song. And now we have basically 2 choices next. That's another D, or you can use this F. I'm going to use an F in this particular version because I feel like that's going to introduce you to more chord shapes. So after that G, we now have the F. That F is 2-0-0-2-3-3. Now back to the C, A, G, and here I like to end with the brighter G, having that deep back rather than the B. So we have 3-2-0-0-3-3. But you're really entitled to play it however you want, with the 3 or not the 3. So that's lesson 2. I'd recommend play that a few times so you can get the transitions down for feel. And if you're just going to play the song and sing along to it, you can honestly probably stop there and just go with the lyrics along with that progression. Obviously you'll want some different strumming pattern, not just the basic 1-2, but something else. In lesson 3 now is getting your hand more comfortable with different variations of each one of these chords. And so this isn't in any particular pattern, but it goes through different shapes for each one of these chords we've introduced, so that if you do try and jazz up the song or actually end up going into a fingerstyle version, which I may do, then you'll need all these different shapes. So we start off with a G, and now we're staying at a G, but we're going to flip the fingers, the ring in the middle, such that, rather than having the middle on the 3rd fret of the top string and then index on the 2nd fret of the 2nd string, we're going to have the ring on the 3rd fret of the 1st string and the middle on the 2nd fret of the 2nd string, such that we can put our index over here on the 5th string, 1st fret. So first bar is G, and another G, and now we're going to do a D, and now we're going to remove that middle finger to put an open on the bottom string. Now we have a C, regular C, drop the pinky on the 3rd fret of that 5th string for the C variation there. And some of you may know what these chords are called, but I'm going to just leave that as is for now to kind of minimize the memorization here. So next we have an A minor, or an A chord here. And then just like kind of with that last C we did, we're going to take our pinky and drop it on a 3, but this time rather than the 5th string, we're going to put it on the 6th string. And then back to a G, it's a full G, and now we're going to stop at the 5th string. A C again, and now drop the pinky on that 3rd fret of the 5th string, but then also play the 6th string. D, drop the pinky on the 3rd fret for the 2nd part, and now here we have an A, just like the one played in the intro, and then a regular A. And so I'd recommend play that through a few times so that your hands get used to these different formations and they get more nimble with changing from chord to chord. So I'll just go through that really quick in the video. Okay, I will leave that here for this video. Next time we'll go into the actual introduction to the song, or at least my take on the introduction, and then we're going to go into another exercise to help with hand management and kind of more advanced versions of this song.